guys, it's Jennifer Cramer Lewis here, looking for some people to play with on what if good enough is not good enough for you. So apparently the lighting's not good enough. So come and play. I'm here in my country mansion. And here's my beautiful friend. Her name is Midas Lips. And we ended up buying her, and hi Rebecca, hi Akash. We bought her at an auction. Hi Diane. Hi Diane. We ended up buying Midas Lips. Hi Rebecca. At an auction, we got invited to go downtown and go to an art auction, and it was for what was it for? It was for music therapy for differently abled kids. Hi Lise, hi Carmel, hi Connie. And so we just went. We had no point of view. There was going to be a dance lesson, and we love arts, so we ended up going, and we were the only people bidding. So not only did we end up, hi Diane, getting her, we got her and her sister, which is over here. Isn't that amazing? So anyways, I did. Neil. Do I say that right? Neil? Neil Kamal Singh. Hello. So what I'd love to talk to you about today is when good enough is not good enough for you. So one of the things that I was made wrong about pretty much all my life, and I bought into it, was that good enough actually wasn't good enough for me. I like beautiful things. I like excellence. I like things to show up and be shiny and beautiful and gorgeous. And my standard for gorgeous is higher than the standard of gorgeous for most of the people that I know. And so this actually, believe it or not, goes with the video that I did yesterday. So if you're not pizza, how do you get to have things that are absolutely gorgeous in your life? And one of the things is by just believing that you are able to have these gorgeous things. And when you have an opportunity to have gorgeous things, then just say yes. Like, does this add to my life? Is this fun for me? Having this in my home or having this on my body, is that fun for me? And does it add to my life? And if it does, then the universe wants to play with you. The universe is like a collie dog. It's like, throw my ball, throw my ball, throw my ball. And so if you have a chance to ask for beautiful things to come into your life, the likelihood of them coming into your life is pretty easy. And I get beautiful things from all over. I mean, in fact, just this last week, well, the week before last, because this last week I was in Houston at Right Riches for You facilitators. But the week before that, I actually got a hit to go to the Salvation Army, which is our local thrift store. And I was in there for 5 minutes. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Alexandra. I was in there for 5 minutes. I picked up a silk and pashmina stole, a beautiful vintage silk scarf, and gorgeous riding pants, you know, like breeches with like leather inserts so that when you grab onto the saddle grabs you back. So I was in there for 5 minutes. I got probably, I don't know, maybe $1,000 worth of stuff in 5 minutes. So if you had no point of view about whether you were allowed to have these beautiful things, then what? You can have them. And if you didn't buy into other people's realities about what beautiful things meant about you, nice Connie, probably a horse with the pants on, maybe something else with the pants off. So having a look at that. What else would I love to say? Yes, I'm an amazing snob. I love that. So if you didn't make yourself a snob about the things that you love, maybe your surroundings could actually add to your life. And so have a look at that. It's like, okay, well, what comes to mind right now? Well, you're like, oh my God, are you a snob about food? Are you a snob about clothes? Are you a snob about your surroundings? Are you a snob about taking care of your body? Are you a snob about taking care of your kids and your family? Are you a snob about taking care of your pets? And what if, or your garden, or your property, like you should see this property, it's so gorgeous. And it's inviting. What can you invite into your life that would add to your life And if you had no point of view about how you could get it, or when you could get it, or who would give you permission to have it, then what? It can just come straight through. So one of the secrets of the secret is ask and ye shall receive. And so that's in the Bible, they hit it there. And what can you ask for to come into your life that would add to your life? And what things can you drop? Like, how many barriers can you drop to actually receiving all of the beauty that the universe has in store for you? So what would that be like for you to have whatever it is that you're not giving yourself? So think about that. What are you not giving yourself? Are you giving yourself vacations? Are you giving yourself a beautiful home to live in? Are you giving your body beautiful clothes to wear? And it doesn't matter where any of this comes from. Like, if it comes from the Salvation Army in a 5-minute trip, then great. And if it comes from a designer store that you know that the clothes fit your body and that you'll wear 1,000 times because they look gorgeous on you and your body's just like, yeah, I'll have that. Like, what if you had no point of view about that? And so one of the tools of Access Consciousness asks you to have no point of view about what you can receive. And what would that be like? It's like, wow, you don't even have to defend. You don't even have to say, oh, well, you know, these are the 3 reasons why I should have these things. Or these are the 10 reasons why I should have these things. Or just because my family says I can't have them, I probably can't have them. What would that be like if you actually didn't give a shit what your family thought? How much freedom would that add to your life? You know, just for example, there's some people in my life that think this house is like way over the top. And it may be over the top for them, but I love it. It adds to my life every day. Every single window, I'm just gonna give you a little tour. Every single window I look out looks into something beautiful. Like, can you see out there? Isn't that gorgeous? And then look at the big window. You can't really see that, but there's like an amazing mountain view there. And like valley floor and like cattle and farms and houses and beautiful Kalamalka lakes in the background there. And so really, what is it? If you weren't a snob, what would you be? Maybe you're just aware of what things add to your life and how many more things would like to add to your life. And so that was one of the thoughts about You're Not Pizza. So if you're not pizza, what are you? Like, what if you're an infinite being? What if you can have and know and be and perceive anything it is that would add to your life? And what if you stopped people pleasing? What if you just stopped it? Yeah, Kim, I see that. So much freedom when you don't care what others think. It is best for you. And so, and what if it's not even don't care? What if you're just like, I can see you having that opinion over there. And it doesn't do anything. I don't have to react. I don't have to agree or align with you. I don't have to resist and react to you. I just see you over there having your little opinion. What if it's almost like watching a 2-year-old have a meltdown? You know, you just watch them flail their little arms around and stomp their little feet. And what if it's kind of cute and fun what other people are choosing with their life? What it has absolutely nothing to do with what you're choosing with your life. And so that was the other thing about You're Not Pizza, is getting us to a place where what other people are choosing has nothing to do with you. And, you know, it's obviously a skill. So what if you got to practice it for a whole month? What other people are choosing doesn't have anything to do with me. And then ask for some facilitation and notice what things you're reacting to. And what if you didn't have to? What if you didn't have to play bumper cars with the people in your life? Especially about where you live, especially about what you choose to do for work. You know, the friends that you choose to associate with, like everything that people could possibly resist and react to about you is like, you've heard that old saying, what people's opinion of me is none of my business. So what if you could actually embody that other people's opinions of you are none of your business? Wouldn't it just be so great if we could receive all and everything however they choose to be? Absolutely. And one of the keys is, what if you could choose to receive you and everything you be, rather than putting a label on yourself that you're a snob, or that your ideas of how things should go are like way more ambitious than how other people's ideas of how things should go. Bye, Connie. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You should come and see me. I know I'm on your way. And that, like, what can you add to your life that would change everything? And so one of the tools that I would love to share with you today, yesterday we talked about interesting point of view. So if you haven't seen that video, pop onto that video. I'm not sure where it is on my stream. Today we're going to talk about how does it get any better than this. And so this is an Access Consciousness tool, and it sounds pretty simple. How does it get any better than this? But I'll tell you what, it's like an iPhone. Anybody can use how does it get any better than this. And then you can use how does it get any better than this to like land on the moon. So for everything that's going on in your life, whether it's something that's unbelievably stressful, I have a story to tell you. So my sons live with their dad, and so Tom and I get the pleasure of taking the kids on these amazing vacations and having really awesome quality time with them. And so they ended up flying into Vancouver, and we picked them up from the airport, and we were going to go immediately out to Mexico the next day. And so I'm just trying to think how old they were at the time. I think like 9 and 10. And so they were unaccompanied minors on the plane, but they were being looked after, and it was just a one-hopper, so a 1-hour plane ride. And so we picked them up, and we're like, oh my God, so great to see you. Let's go get you some food. And so we were sitting having some food, and Griffin looks at Raleigh, and he says, that's my son's names. Griffin looks at Raleigh, and he says, where's your passport? And Raleigh's face just dropped, and he burst into tears. He didn't know where his passport was. The last place that he remembers seeing his passport was on the plane. He had taken out his passport and was sort of looking at it and excited about going on the trip. And his brother said, oh, well, you better put that away, you know, because he's a whole year older and so much more authoritative. Anyways, so he took the passport and he opened up that seat pocket and he put the passport in the seat pocket. So as far as he knew, the passport was on the plane, and we had no idea where the plane was going next. And so the whole family started to panic. And I remembered this tool. This was years ago. I had just heard of Access Consciousness, and this is one of the tools that I had picked up called How Does It Get Any Better Than This? And so I said, okay, well, everybody needs to like say this with me. How does it get any better than this? 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 And I said that over and over and over until we drove back to the airport. And we got to the airport counter, and the ticket agent was like, oh, we're just closing up. And I said, oh my gosh, my son's lost his passport, and he thinks he left it on the plane. And the lady says, oh my goodness, I'm so glad you came back. We found your passport. And the cool thing is they didn't find the passport in the airport. They didn't find the passport in the plane. They found it somewhere like out on the tarmac. Not even in a straight line with like getting off the plane and going into the airport. It was just somewhere strange. So the universe had our backs. And that's how it gets any better than this on the panic side of things. So I would recommend that you use this tool. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Fabiana. And it does. You know, the universe gives you more of what you ask for. So if you would like stuff to get better, if you would like your life to get better, if you would like your finances to get better, if you'd like your body to get better, you can say, well, how does it get any better than this, universe? And the universe delivers. And then sometimes we're taught that we can't ask for more than our fair share. Hi, Alejandra. So if that's true for you, that you're not allowed to ask for more than your fair share, you're probably in good company. So what is that? asking for more than your fair share. Do I have more than my fair share? Probably. But I'm still asking for more. What would it be like if you were asking the universe for more than your fair share of money, more than your fair share of joy, more than your fair share of opportunities, more than your fair share of like hot, juicy sex, and more than your fair share of beautiful things to come into your life? And who gets to decide that you're getting more than your fair share? Is it you? Do you get to decide if you're getting more than your fair share, or is it the judgments of other people telling you, oh my goodness, she's such a greedy guts. Look at how snobby she is. She has to have the best of everything. And so if that's true for you, would you like to just let it go? Would you like to just watch them having a little temper tantrum, that you're having more than your fair share of joy and beauty and fun? And what if you could make it mean absolutely nothing about you? What would that be like? How much fun are you willing to have having more than your fair share? And so that's another thing that I would love to facilitate in You're Not Pizza, is asking people to choose more. Because I'll tell you what, in facilitation, if I hear the words at least one more time, I'm gonna do not bargain down. Never bargain down. Do not bargain down. Did you hear me? Don't bargain down. Bargain up. Always bargain up. Ask for more than your fair share. Ask for a deal. Ask the universe where you can find amazing $300 riding pants for 20 bucks. Because the universe loves to give to you. And so if you're believing in lack, if you're like, oh my God, look at all these bills. Oh my God, I have nothing but bills. I have nothing but bills. I have nothing but bills. The bills become the prayer, and you get more bills. And so what would it be like if you were willing to live in a place where beauty lives, where joy lives, and you live there too? And so that's what the You're Not Pizza is about. So if you haven't heard about You're Not Pizza, it's a 30-day program, 31 days actually, because how does it get any better than that? And we're going to go online for just a short time, fast facilitation, and then you can listen to the recordings and change your frequency. Because if you're in the frequency of lack, if you're in the frequency of life has to be hard, it actually doesn't have to be difficult to get out of that frequency. And so practice, because there's the aspect of asking the universe for what you'd like to create. And then there's also the things that you do and the things that you choose that are in energetic alignment with that. And I remember years ago, if you haven't heard this story, I was having the worst time of my life so far. I'm not inviting anything more in. And I asked the universe, I was like, look, if you actually want me to stay on this planet, you're going to have to give me something. And so probably within 24, 48 hours, I got a recording, an internet recording. It was just like a radio show sent to me by a friend of mine that said, hey, I know you're having a rough time. Here's something inspirational for you to listen to. And the lady said, she was an access consciousness facilitator, and she said, up to 98% of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions aren't even ours. And I was like, wow, I am always calling people before they call me. They're like, oh my God, I was just going to call you. And I'd be like, I know. And, getting stuff done 5 minutes before somebody asks for it. And so that's another thing about You're Not Pizza is, yes, you can still use your psychic capacities or whatever your energetic availability to help people with their lives. But what would it be like if you could help you with your life and understand and know the value of you on this planet? And so for some people, like me, you've had, 40-something years of training of, using your special skills for people who are not you. And, maybe 50 years, maybe 60 years, I'm not really sure who's listening. And what would it be like for you to use those for you? And what if that didn't actually make you a snob or a bitch if you used your skills for you primarily? And then you could choose to use them for other people if it's fun for you, if it's light for you. And if you didn't use them for people, what would that mean about you? What if you didn't care? What if you're just like, well, I can see you having a little spaz over there, but, I don't actually have to, stop what I'm doing. I can continue doing what I'm doing. And, you know, maybe you'd just like to put an appointment in my calendar and I can help you with what you're doing. And so if you haven't seen You're Not Pizza, I'm going to include a link for you guys to have a look at the course. And I'm just going to scroll through here and see what other people are saying, what questions that they're asking, and then we can answer them. Who we got? We got Rebecca, Akash, Diane, Neil, Carmel, Lise, Connie, Diane, another Diane. Most people are just saying hi. Danielle, you're a snob, and I love you. It takes one to know one, Diane. Danielle. Oh, so fun. So much freedom when you don't care what others think. Yes, absolutely. So much beauty. My body really gets this. No kidding. Wouldn't it be just so great if we could receive all? Awesome. I love it. Okay, you guys, if nobody has any other questions, I'm going to pop off. I do have an invitation for you. Check out You're Not Pizza. And then also I'm going to include a link to my Facebook group called the Audacious Ask. And one of my special skills is asking for way more than my fair share, like I said. And what would it be like for you to ask for way more than your fair share? And what would that add to your life? What would that add to the lives of your family, your friends, your community, like anything? If you were willing to be audacious about you receiving from the universe and have no point of view about that. What if that didn't make you a snob? What if that didn't make you a bitch? What if that didn't make you like a gold digger? What if you can just receive? And what would that be like? My name's Jennifer Cramer Lewis. I'm an Access Consciousness Certified Facilitator, and Access Consciousness invites you to know what you know on the planet. Mwah! Ciao.